It was the holiday season in 2018. I'd been pondering what gifts to buy my family and friends. I literally woke up in the middle of the night and started searching for Black-owned companies. I wanted to buy something that would have an impact on my community. So that year, I blacked out Christmas. In other words, I purchased virtually everything from gift bags to playing cards to spices to body butters, all from Black-owned companies. And it made me think, the holiday season isn't the only time when we celebrate. There are birthdays and Mother's Day, Father's Day. And that's how the idea for Noire Boutique was born. Noire is the singular feminine version of the word Black in French, and boutique means a small store that is sophisticated. We are thoughtful in selecting our brands, and we taste, we test absolutely every product which goes into the gifts. I mean, go to my bathroom, I actually use the scrubs and the body butters. Or go to my kitchen and my pantry is full of spices and sauces from Black-owned companies. We also make sure that we handle the products with integrity. That's why we have our Black Love service. All of our gifts are packaged with the utmost care. We want to represent our partners in the same manner in which they represent themselves. We don't sell gift baskets. We curate thoughtful collaborations of Black-owned products. That's Noire Boutique.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Really excited about this Saturday show and tell. We've got
good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write,
who are here with us today. So one is Michelle Loyd of Dope Coffee. She was actually one of the first vendors business partners that I reached out to when I was starting the business. And I'll tell you about that story in a second. And then we also have a young lady named Hannah McDowell out of San Antonio, Texas, who will be joining us in just a second. Sweet young lady who has an awesome idea for this holiday season. And I think you'll be just as inspired and impressed as I was when I heard about it. So let me just make sure, Shell, can you hear us?
Yes,
Perfect.
I can.
Perfect. Well, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. As I mentioned to everyone, you are the Chief Product Officer and Chief Experience Officer for Dope Coffee. And we want you to tell us a little bit about what that means. But I want to just say, so I found Dope Coffee when I was looking for different products to add to the gift baskets. And I ordered a sample pack, and there were like multiple of these smaller coffee bags. And this is the only one left. And the reason this is the only one left is because I immediately ordered a wholesale after that. And I got the Dope Sunrise, and I've been addicted ever since. I even have been addicted to it. So let me just pause for a second. Say again, blessings. Thank you so much for joining us. Why don't you just take a second, introduce yourself to us, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I mean, honestly, you had a great introduction there. But I am Shell Loyd. I am one of the co-founders of Dope Coffee Company, and I produce our products. But really what that means is I'm a female founder, and I get to own my products. I get to control what goes out there, which essentially means controlling your narrative. And you basically pitched my company with that intro. That was excellent. It's exactly what we try to portray here at Dope Coffee.
Absolutely. And the visions of both of the companies are completely linked because I've done research and found out a lot.
Exactly.
And really impressed by that. So let's take a step back. Was coffee a staple in your home growing up?
Not the way that you would think. So just as with my products, my mom liked to experiment, and we had instant coffee in my house, which she would put on ice cream. So that was my introduction to coffee as a flavor, not necessarily as a drink. So when I started to really drink coffee and experience coffee, those tastes and flavors came back. But it drove me into my food science love, me breaking down what coffee is, where it comes from, and how you can have many different tastes based off of how it's grown. So that's what really dove me into that taste and flavor profile of what we have at Dope Coffee.
Got it. Now, I'm assuming you don't still do instant coffee. I'm assuming.
No, no, I didn't really get on with that trend, and it's nostalgic, but that's just about it.
Yeah. And so for those
Mhm.
who are introduced to coffee, or you have kind of perception about it being bitter, etc., you definitely want to try Dope Coffee, because it is none of what you thought before about coffee. Tasted it once and it just didn't rock with you. You want to try Dope Coffee. So so we would take us back again. Before launching Dope Coffee, I think you and your husband actually had Solar Cafe in North Carolina, and then you moved to Atlanta and launched Dope Coffee. Talk to us about that journey of going from the cafe to actually now launching kind of a full service or full product line coffee company.
So as a first time entrepreneur, you really get your feet wet in your first business, and you get to learn not only about how to do business, but you learn about yourself. And the journey that we made to Atlanta was about becoming ourselves and showing Black people through business what it looks like to really own what you love and put it out there, knowing that it comes from a good place and you're there to help people. So with our journey to Atlanta and the birth of Dope Coffee, it was our way of owning our culture and wanting to be a part of representing it in a way that we would want our kids to be able to grow up later on in life, still creating their narrative that's built on good. So don't get me wrong, it was a journey. It was a big leap, but we took it as a family, and I mean, Atlanta has been everything that we wanted it to be. So we're really happy to be here.
Awesome. Shout out to Atlanta. I actually
Yep.
so I spent most of my time in Atlanta.
Excellent.
Yeah, I only moved to Baltimore a few years ago, so still a special place in my heart. So talk to us about the inspiration for the name Dope, and also in that, I want you to define dope for us.
All right, let me see.
And she's sipping some Dope coffee right now, everybody.
Oh, yes, I am. I got the Ethiopian drip here.
Nice.
So when I talked about being yourself, you have to try to create a word that you can use to describe how you feel and how you look all at the same time. It's a vibe.
Yes.
And with Dope, being an 80s baby and then really growing up in the 90s, hip hop and R&B, it was a part of my soul. It was a part of my culture. And it's one of the things that I never really lost touch with. It's always been with me, and it's always directed where I wanted to go in life. So being in Atlanta, being around hip hop and my culture, the only word that we could think of was dope. It explained every single mood that you could think of that we've been through in our lives. So when we got on Dope Coffee, my husband actually came up with the exact words. I remember when he was talking to me about it, he was like, "What do you think about this? What do you think about Dope Coffee?" And as much as I wanted to be like, Dope Coffee, what? When I really internalized the word and what it meant for me, it was perfect. It embodied everything.
Absolutely. And I think that was one of the first things that kind of caught my eye about the company. So, I looked at other coffee vendors, et cetera, and it was like, wait, Dope Coffee, there's something passionate about this company and its founders that you see in the name, to come out with Dope Coffee. Like you said, I think, I could coin that. It's a vibe. It is absolutely.
It is. And we're a little saucy. So, I mean, you see our mug.
Yes. And okay, this was not planned, but I need to understand, what is spinach? Talk to us a little bit about what that is.
I'm being asked about spinach.
Hold the mug up so people can see what I'm referencing. All right, dope. It's on there's t-shirts, etc. And we'll make sure
it is. They drop December 1st.
Okay.
Yes, look for it. They drop December 1st. We're really excited about it.
Awesome.
So just as dope is a vibe, spinach is a vibe, and it's a voice that I think that we really need in our culture right now for everything that we're going through, that we went through, and a way to see forward. Spinach embodies all of that, from the musics and the sounds. The VP of Dope Coffee Music created those sounds, Loyd, and the CEO of Dope Coffee, Creative Mike the Rapper. Their version of spinach is what we need in America right now. It's the feel good of just feeling good about yourself and knowing that what you're doing on the day-to-day should be working towards exactly what you want it to be. And that's owning yourself. We're right back to owning your own narrative. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, it's just as Dope Coffee. It's a vibe. It really is.
Absolutely. Well, you all stay tuned to Dope Coffee for spinach, and it's dropping on December 1st. And I am from the South. I grew up in the church, and so I really wanted to holler amen a couple of times when you were talking, because it is absolutely what we need. Like you said, this country, gosh, that's a whole nother episode. But nevertheless,
exactly.
we need that vibe. We need the vibe of dope too, though. And I think that's been what's so powerful to me over the last few months in the midst of the pandemic. There's been a spotlight on dope culture and those who embody it, and business owners like yourself who are dope. And so, yeah, kudos and amen and all of that kind of stuff. So let me get back on track. So in the 2020 pitch video, your husband and CEO of the company was saying, Black folks don't drink bitter stuff. And I literally laughed out loud when I was watching that, because I'm like, we don't. And I've traveled all over the world, and it just, we don't drink bitter stuff. So talk to me a little bit about your background as a nutritionist, as a flavorist, and determining what flavors of coffee you'll release to the market.
Okay. So what I say is that I create innovative products that are inspired by Black culture. And what I mean by that is coffee is something that you have to enjoy, just like any other food or beverage.
Absolutely.
And when you break down the coffee bean, you break down the flavor profiles from where it's grown, you can pretty much turn that bean into what you want it to taste like. And what I mean by that is from there, you can essentially cook it and you roast to that nice, sweet flavor profile that you get from each individual bean. So the way that we choose what we offer at Dope Coffee comes from the flavor profiles of our culture. They come from test groups of people just trying our coffee in many different forms. We have an Ethiopian iced mocha that we have, which is our iced coffee blend that's going to be coming out, and it's already been tasted by Atlanta. So when we put those profiles together, we not only think about, how can this taste good to someone, because like you said, I'm a dietitian and I want our foods or our consumables to be good for the people that are drinking them. They need to serve a purpose, because I don't want to waste any of my nutrition. So what I offer is I offer a good selection of a higher caffeinated, a medium caffeinated, and a low caffeinated, including a decaf, which is a Swiss water process. So I offer a good variety of coffees at Dope Coffee that fit the palates of those that are in our culture. So which we have some pretty good palates. So you won't find a bad coffee here at Dope Coffee.
Yes, that is so true. So I want to take a pause for a second and show the products that we have featured at Noire Boutique. As I mentioned, they do have a variety of coffee blends, and Michelle can talk a little bit about that. But we have their organic coffee syrup. And so I'm in love with this, and I like sweet stuff. And so I kind of double up. I make sure I add this to the Dope Sunrise. And y'all, let me tell you, like I said before, any perceptions or misperceptions you have about how bitter coffee is, the fact that it just doesn't have good flavor, this is the antithesis, right? You need to try this. It's really, I won't even say it's light. It's a bold flavor. It's not bitter. And it kind of airs, at least for me, on the sweeter side. And then I go back and do the wrong thing and add some more cough syrup. Nevertheless, so Michelle, talk to us a little bit about how you take your coffee.
So I like my coffee with a little bit of extra creamy oat milk.
Okay.
Except for when I can more or less take the time, like normally on my Saturdays or Sundays, I like to make myself a little latte. So I'll take our organic Guatemalan, and I'll heat up my extra creamy oat milk, and then I'll add a little bit of our Dope coffee syrup to my oat milk. And after I froth it and add it to my coffee, it makes a lovely latte. So those are the two main ways that I like my coffee.
Now, I think you also like iced coffee as well, maybe in the summertime. Yes. All right.
Honestly, it's like I said, okay, so our products, they're a vibe. They're for however you feel when you feel like it. So normally I would say yes to an iced coffee just in the summertime, but on some of those days, you need to have that iced coffee vibe. So coffee is all year round.
Yes, it definitely is. My first memory was having coffee drinking races with my grandfather like 35 years ago. And so it's definitely been something that has evolved and been very nostalgic, but I love the fact that you guys put a new spin to it. So two last questions. The first one, if money wasn't an issue, if time was an issue, nothing in your wildest dreams, what do you see for Dope Coffee?
I see Dope Coffee in every home. And when I say that, I don't just mean drinking coffee or a coffee syrup. Dope Coffee is way bigger than just coffee. Dope Coffee runs off of Dope Coffee, and it allows us to produce things like our skin and beauty line, which I do have a box here. It's what we're going to be featuring. It's our Sundays box. And these are items that you can find at Dope Coffee that embody our skin and body. So like here we have our original man soap. And this right here it's built off of coffee. It has the antioxidants, the same that you would drink in your coffee. You get them for your body. It has shea, it has hemp. We're able to mix different things with coffee to make skincare. We also have our scrub here, which this is from upcycled coffee. So not only do you get to take care of yourself, but you also get to take care of your environment as well. So like when I say Dope Coffee would be in every home, it would be for everybody, because Dope Coffee is for everybody. We have to take care of our bodies inside and out. And then we also have to take care of how we go about our day. And that's Dope Coffee music, which you get spinach with that. So it's a whole mood, it's a whole vibe, and we take care of you all the way.
Awesome. So I do want to just make a comment. The comment that's on the screen from Nadine is actually a sister friend of mine in Germany. And she's like, so in other words, it is for everybody. And now you've got that audience in Germany and I'm sure around the world. Everybody drinks coffee or everybody knows somebody who drinks coffee. And so this holiday season, whether you support Noire Boutique and buy the coffee that way or you go to Real Dope, we definitely want to encourage you to do a couple of things. Buy from small businesses. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't support the big brands because we need them too, but there are tons of businesses out there like Dope Coffee and Noire Boutique that have products that are tailored for our community and tailored for people of color. So make sure you're buying from them. We do have the Dope Coffee featured in our chicken and waffles brunch basket. It's also in our coffee and tea lovers basket. And then also Dope Coffee has them on their site as well. I am so thankful for this interview and we could go on and on and on because I have so many questions as a new business owner. But I just want to say thank you so much for being just a beautiful personality and someone that connected to. I love the service of your business. Again, for the Noire Boutique family who's just been introduced to Real Dope Coffee, you know, their service is on point. They deliver fast. The quality is excellent. So you definitely want to support them. Michelle, I have thoroughly enjoyed this and I hope you have a blessed, wonderful day and make sure you enjoy that beautiful Georgia weather.
Yes, I definitely will. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Take care. All right, Noire Boutique family. So you see, we are partnering with some amazing business owners and businesses. And so this next young lady that I'm bringing to the stream, Miss Hannah McDonald. Hi, Hannah. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So I am super excited about your business, but I want you to first introduce yourself to everyone and let us know your age, your grade, and where you're based.
My name is Hannah McDonald. I'm 12 years old. I'm in the 6th grade and I live in San Antonio, Texas.
Awesome. 6th grade in San Antonio. So I've known Hannah before she was even born because I knew her mother. Talk to us a little bit about your business and what you plan to do with it this year.
Well, it's called Wrapped by Hannah and people will basically email me, then drop off their gifts. Then I will wrap it and then give it back to them once I'm done.
Awesome. And so a little birdie told me that you plan on not just profiting 100% from your business, but you want to do something with the money that you make from it. Talk to us a little bit.
Well, most of the money that I get, I will donate it to a home for teenage mothers with babies.
That is so awesome and inspiring. What made you think you want to do that with your profits from your business?
Well, over the years, I've gotten a lot of toys over the Christmas, and a lot of people do not have that opportunity to buy the toys for their kids. So I thought that it'll be fair for those people to have the same opportunity that I have. Awesome.
I just want to say when I saw your mom posted about your business, and Lynn, I know you're there. You can come on camera. It reminded me of some inspiration or things that I wanted to do as a child. And sometimes we just don't have the resources to be able to reach everyone just by, paying out of pocket. So finding a way to have a business that actually generates money that you can then use to go and support somebody else, I think is absolutely amazing. So we have a beautiful face who's joined us.
Hi.
I have known Lynn for, I want to say it's probably been over 15 years. Like I said,
yes.
I was born. And I am so inspired by her business and her idea. Talk to us a little bit about how you all as a family decided that this is what she would focus on this holiday season.
Hannah has always had a giving heart. She loves to help people. If, she would give her last dime to someone who needed it. She liked the fact of earning her own money. And so this was one way of, starting her own little business, by gift wrapping for Christmas. So, we posted on Facebook. We put it in our subdivision Facebook page. So hopefully when people start, doing their Christmas shopping, they'll call her and, she'll do some wrapping for them. And then, going back to giving back, she just wanted to make sure that, you know, kids also have the opportunity that may not necessarily have, you know, a good Christmas, to make sure that they have those toys and, you know, clothes as well.
Yeah. And we know that every year there are families and people who don't necessarily have it. But this year in particular, it is so important that our communities come and kind of help each other and support each other. And we may not know, it might be a neighbor, it might be someone down the street who needs an extra way to smile this holiday season. I am so proud of you and your business. One last question for you, Lynn. Are you helping as well with the gift wrapping? Like, has she employed you?
She has not employed me, but, you know, I'm here to help her out. So we, you know, sponsored her little business by getting all of her supplies ready for her. So I'll definitely help her out if she needs me.
Awesome. Speaking of supplies, we know that, you know, a lot of our overhead and cost for businesses goes into packaging and goes into actually the supplies and making sure we can present an awesome product to our customers. So we actually partner with a company that does gift wrapped, Melanin Moments, and they have these beautiful brown movies featured on the gift wrapped. It comes in green with Happy Holidays, as well as a red version as well. And so Hannah, Melanin Moments and myself, we wanted to make sure that you had enough supply as you needed for this entire holiday season. So we are going to send you several rolls of gift that you can have for your company to make sure that you are able to operate your business to the fullest. So I hope that blesses you. I hope that it helps you to expand and grow your business. Show us one of the presents that you've wrapped, and let's just see how look at that. So, girl, that looks like a Victoria's Secret gift. That is like it's what you buy in the store in the holidays where they are just perfectly gift wrapped. Hannah, you are so creative, so talented, and just a blessing to me and to everyone who is viewing this. So if you are in the San Antonio, Texas area, make sure you reach out to Wrap by Hannah. Her Gmail account is listed on there, and she will wrap your gifts to perfection. She'll also use some of our Black-owned gift wrap from Melanin Moments. But again, she is in turn supporting those who need it at this time. So I am so happy that you joined us today, Hannah. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed holiday season.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Have a blessed day. Bye, Lynn.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. All right, Noire Boutique family. So you see, we are partnering not only with those who we feature their products in our gifts, but those who are actually doing something amazing for the community. Hannah is a young entrepreneur. Gosh, I wish I would have started a business at that age. As a matter of fact, I think I did. I had a candy store, and then I ended up giving all the candy away and eating it. But we'll talk about that in a little while. But I really, really thank you all for tuning in this morning. Just a reminder, Noire Boutique, we curate gift collaborations featuring 100% Black-owned products. What does that mean? That means that the body scrubs, the coffees, the gift wrap, the jewelry, which I have on some right now, all from small Black-owned businesses that are dope, that are doing their thing, that are making sure that they have a voice and they're building sustainability for their communities, for their families by business ownership. So make sure you look at the website, you check us out. If you're thinking about giving a gift this season, if you know someone who's giving a gift this season, if you want to give yourself a gift this season, make sure you check out Noire Boutique. We've got gifts for everyone from children all the way up to adults and in between. So we love you all. We hope that you have a wonderful, blessed holiday season, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.